Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is January 29th of 2026, and I have 6:42 in the p.m. Let's say it together. Praise our Heavenly Father, from whom all blessings flow. May He keep us in mind, shower us with His love, grace, and mercy. Send His Holy Spirit. We thank Jesus for His sacrifice. And please, God, send your angels to protect us as we journey one more day before His coming. And yes, He is coming. Today, I want to talk about the drums of war. Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, if you will, and our fearless leader, Donald John Trump. Like you, I have met distinguished people in my life, people that many times have helped shape and steer the direction of my life. There are certain people that I see in the media that if I met them, I wonder what words I would say to them. I wonder what I would say to President Trump and Pete Hegseth. I wonder what I would say to the Iranian leaders and to all the leaders that of this moment are beating the war drums. Over the past several months, there has been movement on the world chessboard. You know it and I know it. And at some point, it will continue. This hand will stop. This hand will continue. And it won't go any further. It's very well possible we are at that Matthew 24, Ezekiel / Daniel moment. Wars and rumors of wars. The conflict of all conflicts. Nobody likes it, but every demon parades it. The demons know that it's a culmination, in part, a tool that they must use to cripple the world, to cripple its spirit, its conscience, and steer us in another direction so we can finally be molded, so the Antichrist can sit on his throne and give the illusion of peace, yet he'll eventually take peace from us. You see, there's a dual situation here. It's in the spirit realm and it's in the physical realm. We're seeing the manifestation of both, but sometimes we don't recognize the spirit. What I want to do here is show you what has been happening in the last few days, from past to future. Was it love? Where Jesus warned? Or was it just a warning? It had to be love, but yet it had to be in the form of a warning. When he said there will be wars and rumors of wars. He knew how far man would take it. He knew how strong the influence is of Satan on man in terms of the strategy to reach his ultimate quest of a one world system. It sounds sick, and yes, it is, that mankind would utilize a WW3 to help usher in what Satan has always desired, to have his kingdom. But you got to break it before you make it. You got to break it before you take it. You got to shake it. Then it falls into your hands. Let's look at it.
Thanks for being with us here on Live Now from Fox. I'm your host, Christina Evans. We do want to continue on with our top stories that we're following today. And we're still following up on several international stories as well. I do want to put this up on your screen. This is a statement that we have there from Pete Hegseth. Of course, he is the Defense Secretary. Earlier today, he was speaking there at the President Trump's cabinet meeting, talking about the Iran threat. And so ultimately, we do know that U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said today that the U.S. military will be prepared to carry out whatever President Trump decides on Iran to ensure that Tehran does not pursue nuclear weapons capability. With a large U.S. military force that is now gathered there in the region, Hegseth was asked by Trump at the cabinet meeting to comment on that situation. And of course, we do know that this all comes after this statement that we saw here from President Trump just yesterday. He put this on his Truth Social account, saying a massive armada is now headed to Iran. It is moving quickly with great power, enthusiasm, and purpose. It is a larger fleet headed by the great aircraft carrier Abraham Lincoln. Then that's sent to Venezuela. Like Venezuela, it is ready, willing, and able to rapidly fulfill its mission with the speed and violence if necessary. Hopefully, Iran will quickly, quote, come to the table and negotiate a fair and equitable deal. No nuclear weapons, one that is good for all parties. Time is running out. It is truly of the essence. As I told Iran once before, make a deal. They didn't, and there was an Operation Midnight Hammer, a major destruction of Iran. The next attack will be far worse. Don't make that happen again. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And so, of course, as President Trump is now speaking out, we do know that we're going to continue to follow this situation, getting the latest updates.
So this is what the rumblings are. Same as it was on June 22nd. Operation Midnight Hammer. Will Iran make that deal? Will they stop, quote unquote, developing toward the goal? That region, I tell you, you guys have seen my receipts. I feel like I'm walking in somebody's nightmare. The Abraham Lincoln. I appreciate you guys who've been sending me emails about the Abraham Lincoln. I even answered one again today. So I'm like, it's time to address the Abraham Lincoln again. As you can tell, over the last month plus, a lot of my decodes have been in relation to Abraham Lincoln. It's like when you do a Lincoln find, you do a Kennedy find. It's all on purpose. I did a video maybe a few months ago about the PT-109 and how it was hit. That is Kennedy. And this reminds me of that field. Is it possible we're going to repeat history? We had the PT-109 back in the day with the former president, Kennedy, although he was in the Navy then. And now we have a ship called Lincoln. I tell you, it's just a different spin, a different twist. But the two are definitely front, center, and accounted for. Lincoln's birthday, people, is 2/12/1809. 2/12/1809. Let's look at this thing. Let's try to put this thing together. I took it literally. I took 2/12/1809. Subtracted from yesterday when Trump made that statement. The difference is 2/16/11/22. It can't get any perfect than this, because the 216th day of the year is August 4th. That's Barack Obama's birthday. I believe he's the Antichrist. 11/22, that's when JFK died. It can't get any more perfect than this, to take Lincoln's birthday literally and subtract it from yesterday. Do you think that Trump made his statement on purpose, knowing? Do you think that Trump made that statement yesterday knowing that these numbers would come out? And here's the receipts on that. 11/22/1963. JFK was taken out. We might not make it out. Time to call the priest. That was my reaction when I saw these videos. Well, Pearson, what are you saying?
The United States of America has rapidly surged naval assets into the Middle East. We have Iran completely surrounded on the water. The biggest asset we have there is the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier strike group. So it's not just the aircraft carrier, it is also multiple guided missile destroyers and an unknown number of submarines. More destroyers showed up today, January 29th. And on top of that, as we've discussed, we've got fighter jets, we've got spy planes, we've got cargo planes, we've got refueling tankers, everything you would need to launch a massive military operation against the Islamic dictatorship in Iran, as well as air defenses that have been rushed in across the region, including to Israel, but in our bases in Qatar, Bahrain, and many other locations like Saudi Arabia. So we are putting ourselves on a high alert status in the Middle East. And a lot of people have been wondering, will the Chinese come to Iran's defense? Will Russia come to Iran's defense? Will they go side by side into the fire of the American bombs? Well, it's unclear if they're going to do that just yet, but this...
We're rattling the cage. This don't look good. We got them surrounded. And they got us surrounded. Did they ask any of us, human beings in Iran, in Israel, in America? Did they ask us? Did any of those leaders ask us? Did they knock on your door? Did they email you? Did they come to your workplace and say, hey? No, they didn't. Everybody's looking for their so-called best interests. At least that's what they're selling to us in the media. Is that why 2 days ago here in Illinois, they pushed the doomsday clock from 89 seconds to 85 seconds to midnight? It's kind of all coming together, ain't it? Let's go down this rabbit hole a little bit deeper. Like I said, we might not get out of this one. That's what happened in Pearl Harbor. They sank the damn ship. A surprise attack. We were there. And now we're there. Maybe that's the plan of the one world system. Maybe that's what they want. Abraham Lincoln, he got popped on April 14th. 2025 is his anniversary. This is the day that Trump made a statement yesterday. The difference is 9/14. What's 9/14? I guess we should call a priest, huh? Wouldn't hurt. The USS Arizona was destroyed during the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, when a Japanese bomb ignited her forward ammunition magazines, causing a massive explosion that killed 1,177 crew members. The sinking of the battleship and the total loss of life, representing roughly half of the 2,400 Americans killed that day, acted as a major catalyst for the United States to abandon its neutrality and formally enter World War II on December 8, 1941. The USS Arizona. Now we got the US Abraham Lincoln. The US Arizona was in Pearl Harbor as part of a 1940 decision by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt to base the Pacific Fleet there, projecting American power to deter Japanese aggression. The ship was moved along Battleship Row on December 7, 1941, during a surprise attack, having just completed scheduled maneuvers and maintenance. The USS Arizona did not survive the December 7, 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor. A massive bomb explosion caused the battleship to sink in 9 minutes. 9 minutes, people. 5/14/2026. That's the anniversary of Israel becoming a nation. This is Trump, the day that Trump spoke yesterday, the warning, make a deal. This day versus the anniversary of Israel this year, 5/14, the difference is 107. Enter Kamala Harris. Like I said in my video earlier today, she's coming back. Kamala Harris, that's her book, came out September 23rd, 2025. Thank God for the decode back in the day. I've been able to see it more. She's coming back. We're going to get hurt through this thing. That's Satan's plan. Man is cooperating with it. Man is stupid. He can't see the forest for the trees sometimes. He's having an Adam moment. 9/23/2025 is when that book came out. January 28th, that's when Trump started selling wolf tickets. The difference is 4 or 5. Trump's the 45th president. October 20th, 2025, Kamala Harris' last birthday. Yesterday, Trump sold his wolf tickets. The difference is 312. Trump beat Kamala Harris by 312 votes in Electoral College. November 5th, 2024. The 312, it represents a lot, but it's gonna flip the script. She coming back. She'll be the winner this time, briefly. She births the sun god Ra. That will bring back Obama. He will bring the peace, but it'll be temporary. 312, back in the day, Roman leader Constantine, he brought Christianity back to Rome. Roman leader Aurelian kicked Christianity out and brought the pagans in. We're repeating history, people. There's your receipts, 312. That number came on purpose. They're repeating history on purpose. Pete Hegseth, he's selling the wolf tickets. June 6th, his birthday. You take his birthday, literally, June 6, 1980, Pete Hegseth versus yesterday, Trump made a statement. The difference is 45-722. Trump's the 45th president. What is 722? Abraham Lincoln took his last breath at 7:22 a.m. You can't get no more accurate than this. You can't get no more accurate than this. The Abraham Lincoln was commissioned on November 11th, 1989. That means the ship was ready for battle. Take 1989, Abraham Lincoln versus yesterday, Trump saying make a deal. The difference is 36-79. 36, like 3 6s, 666. And 79, Trump is 79 years old. It can't be no more perfect than this. 4/15/1990 is the anniversary that Abraham Lincoln died. November 11th, 1989, the Abraham Lincoln ship. It was ready for commission. The difference is 5-5. Julius Caesar died at 55 years old. Who's the modern day Julius Caesar? The USS Arizona launched on June 19th, 1915. Take the anniversary that ship was launched versus November 11th, 89, Abraham Lincoln ship was commissioned. The difference is 79. Trump is 79 years old. People, we're here. We are definitely, literally in uncharted waters. It's the Kennedy, Lincoln, and Trump moment. But yet, like I said earlier, it's our moment. They haven't asked us anything. I feel like a Dr. King moment when he said, I might not get there with you. We're going to keep the faith through all of it. Unfortunately, it has to come. It's part judgment, and it's the end time. The numbers I gave you are mathematical improbability. This doesn't line up like this just to be happening. It's skillfully set in the spirit realm and in our realm. They want it. The bigger war is on us to destroy our spirits and all of our hope, to vacuum it all out so we can then put our trust in the direction that they're going. It's the one world system. It's the sun god. That's what they want. I want to show you something. They have Barack Obama on the cover of Newsweek magazine. Sun God Ra colors. The dove of peace, money, war, housing. He's in red and black, which is sacrifice. They're gonna sell us him. Trump will be unalive. Don't lose your head. It's gonna be fake like it was July 13th. He's gonna go play golf. He's played his role out. Kamala Harris is coming back. Check out the video I did earlier about Kamala. It explains everything. I'm doing everything I can as a content creator, working for the Lord, so you don't have fear. We're going to endure. We're going to keep praising God. And if we leave, I'll see you on the other side. Always love. God bless.